Here's what I like and don't like about the Volkswagen ID.Buzz. First off, this thing just looks cool. Among all the cars I've ever tested, everybody just wants to stop me and talk about it. They want to know what it is. They want to know how they can get it. A lot of people remember the old Volkswagen buses, but this is something that I don't think they've really marketed that much. It's just really cool and striking. It doesn't look like a minivan. It doesn't really look like any other car on the road right now. I like the look of the interior as well. There's a large infotainment screen. There's a screen above the steering wheel. This one has a heads-up screen on the windshield as well. And it fits, 7 people pretty comfortably. This one has middle row seats. The seats in the back are really comfortable as well for rear passengers. It's definitely more spacious than what you get with a minivan. And because it's so big, you could just fit a ton of stuff in here, especially if you turn down the third row seats. It's more limited if you have the third row seats up. You really just have this small space here. They give you some cubbies to pull out for the bottom. It is kind of a high floor for the trunk, which is weird. One thing I didn't expect is that it's actually really nice to drive around. It gets off the line really quickly. It's actually pretty nimble on streets, and I had no issue parking it. It is kind of a big car, so backing in and stuff like that is going to be more difficult, but you really get used to it pretty quickly. It just feels good overall. I like the ride quality feels good. There's a bit of cabin noise. There are some bumpy feelings. If you hit bumps really hard, you'll certainly feel it in this thing, but it rides much better than you expect. It doesn't feel like the old school big vans. There's a lot of stuff that's not good though, especially when it comes to the interface. These are all capacitive touch buttons, and it's really hard to, separate those and have those work properly. Sometimes I'm meaning to, control something on the screen and hits the touch button. It's not great. I don't quite understand these symbols either. It's something you'll probably learn to deal with, but I don't think it's just a great experience. It often distracts me from driving. I would say that given that it's starting over $60,000, the range for highway driving is around 230, depending on if you're using cooling and heat. That's really low for something this expensive, especially when we're seeing EVs hit 300 and more. That doesn't make it a great travel car, given the size you'd want it to be. So I think it's just too expensive for what you're getting right now. But like with a lot of EVs, the price is going to drop, the value is going to drop pretty quickly over the next few years, and if this thing comes down to $40,000 to $50,000, I'm sure you could probably live with some of the compromises. It makes a great family vehicle. It's just a tough thing to live with, given the current pricing, and also just given the competition right now. This is really just meant for people who want a really big car. It's a good iconic thing for VW to get into, and people really like looking at it, so it does have some buzz.